It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week 1. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason.
It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. But what did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. And I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and third down coming up. Nix from the gun on third down. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And what stands out the most about Murphy, Mike, is just his ability to play with leverage. He's quick, he can disrupt, and he is so good against those double teams. 5 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss his last year in college, both career highs. I think he's a young defensive player that has a chance to be really good at the NFL level.
The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, oh, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerve.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Geno. Metcalf, left side, he's got it.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A pass deep for Reynolds. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Smith to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Reynolds is the motion man here. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. It's another run here for Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's Trenton Gill now as he's on to punt for Denver. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, Smith. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And he will score! Tyler Lockett, touchdown Seahawks. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Going for it all. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Pass interference. Defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Mims sent in motion here. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he will score. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
That ties the game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play action now. It's Geno. He's going to tuck it and go. Geno's been around, knows how to slide and get out of harm's way after picking up the 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake, it's Smith. That's Lockett downfield, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the Broncos' 25-yard line.
Now, Gino. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. They'll run the toss with Walker. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 11-yard line.
Once again, it's Walker. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Julian Love brings them down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Williams. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to go backwards yet again. The defense stands up tall one more time, and they force a 4th down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Seahawks offense and veteran Tyler Lockett getting ready to get back to work. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start, and you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Smith. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Second and 11. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. Yeah! A gain of 16 yards. First down, Broncos.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let him hit it, and next thing you know, picks up the first down.
They'll go with Williams. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. Second down and 8. To throw is Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, it hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground.
A gain of 7. First down, Denver.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll complete that to his fullback. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far.
Second down.
And it draws the flag. On the give, it's Williams. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground.
And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. On the carry, it's Williams. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyrell Dodson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Seahawks offense make their way out to take over once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That is on the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The run up the middle, it's Walker.
Kenneth Walker, ball carrier. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. To return, it's Mims, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return, and that's where the offense will take over. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Now he'll run. And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down. 15 yards the pickup, good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll throw. It's Nix. Pressure gets there. And down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
They go play action with Smith. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And he will go all the way. Tyler Seahawks. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still second down.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. The open man is Atkins.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They run over center with Williams. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Throwing is Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. It's another run here for Williams.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week. After this, a field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Broncos 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Here's Nix to throw. He finds his tight end, Dulcich. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw is Nix. That's caught. It's the rookie 4th-rounder, Troy Franklin. And he's going to be taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And he will dive into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. His second touchdown of this first half. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Gino now on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Alexander Madison with a couple of touchdowns there. Let's stay in the AFC West to check out what's going on with the Chiefs at home in Arrowhead. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run. For the Seahawks in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, Geno Smith. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
At the 24-yard line.
On play action, Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. 14 on the pickup. First down, Seattle.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll run here with Walker. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half, Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. He'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the Broncos' 37-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Gino. This one taken in by Chenault. And he's into the end zone. LaVisca Chenault. Touchdown, Seattle.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. Devin Witherspoon with the tight coverage as he knocks it away. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Dulcich open, downfield, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Williams. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll go play action with Nix. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And the Broncos' 1st down.
Throwing, Nix. This one caught by Patrick. He is in. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Denver.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
25.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Play action now. It's Geno. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's another Seahawks.
The tight end, Fant, in motion. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Here's Walker. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Smith. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Reek Woolen brings him down. 2nd and 7. They'll throw. It's Nix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Nix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. From the pistol, here's Walker. And he'll get about 5. The tight end Fant in motion. Off the play fake. Smith. Taking off. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Now Walker. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. A give, and here comes Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Third down, 3 to go. Dulcich now brought in motion. On third down, here's Williams. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down. On the give, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They send Sutton in motion. Second down, Nix. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Nix from the gun on third down. Now a shot here, deep middle. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. The Broncos bringing out their punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the fourth quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. This one complete right side.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game, but the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now, a second down throw for Nix. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He gets this complete to Dulcich. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. The open man is Adkins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.